hypersonic attack by Houthis one more time. Let's take a look at this map here. But before I continue on with all the details, just to remind you, most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you happen to be one of them, consider subscribing. This is the situation right now in Israel after the missile attack, the ballistic and also the hypersonic missile attack from Houthis coming into Israel, and they have issued a red alert. Can you imagine? This is what is happening in Israel. It's complete chaos, complete panic, and all of these cities, they are in the central of Israel. They are coming under this red alert, and that basically means that the citizens, the Zionists, they have to be very, very careful in terms of their movement. There is no really free navigation for the airplane, for the commercial jets, or for public to go out and do their daily businesses because of this red alert. So they always have to be careful. If they listen to any of those sirens going off, then they will have to find a shelter immediately and hide there. Now I want to also share with you the other pictures here, and then I'll explain to you what happened. So this is a soldier. Obviously you can understand from the picture, but this was the previous picture. So what happened, there were like 4 of them. You can see from the picture 4 soldiers were there. I'm just gonna actually map them here so you understand. And these 4 soldiers, 1 2 3 4, so 1 2 3 4, so okay, 1 2 3 4. Now these soldiers, they were, as you can see, taking position on a military bulldozer, and lo and behold, and this happened in Gaza, in I believe in South Gaza, not northern Gaza but South Gaza, I believe close to Khan Yunis area, and they were standing there, and all of a sudden they come under attack by the Hamas or Al-Qasam brigade snipers. And take a look at the next picture, then you will know that one of them got sniped. I mean, can you imagine? They're taking hits every single day in Gaza. So you can see this is what happened after the sniper fired at this guy. So this guy he was hit right here, and so they take cover immediately. This is a daily occurrence in Gaza. We'll talk more in details about this picture, but I just want to also share with you this another picture. Okay, so this is a picture I shared with you the other day. This is an impact site of the ballistic missile, not ballistic missile actually, that's just a hypersonic missile in Israel, coming from again Yemen. The Houthis, they launched this attack. I'll talk about those sniper attacks in a second. I'm just going with all of these pictures that I have for you. Now this picture, you can see it was taken from Khan Yunis, and this picture is from March of 2024, this year, and you can see that this IDF, the Israeli terrorist forces, the diaper army, how they move. This gives us a very good idea how they move in terms of their offensive against the resistance forces in Gaza. They move with heavy machineries, heavy equipments, with tanks, helicopters. They move with all the advanced technologies available to them. Thanks to US, they receive all of these technologies, and this shows you guys how vulnerable the resistance force is in terms of dealing with this kind of army. But nevertheless, they're winning every single day, and I have shown you how they have sniped one soldier, and then I'll share with you how they killed other soldiers in a separate topic. Now let's take a look at this drone here. This is a drone that was flying over Gaza, and it was shot down by Al-Qasam brigades, Hamas. They shot it down. This is an Israeli drone, and one thing you notice here is that it has Arabic writing on it. I don't know why they would write Arabic, but this is a drone footage that was released by Hamas. I want to now talk to you about this particular events of this drone. more in details. Let's see what this article is talking about. Just want to share that with you. So in a statement released on Wednesday, so again we are talking about the drone, then I will tell you why this incident, the shooting down of the drone, is so important. I'll tell you in a second, but let's read what Al-Qasam brigade is saying at the moment. In a statement released on Wednesday, Palestinian resistance groups in Gaza reported a series of coordinated attacks against Israeli occupation forces across several fronts in Gaza Strip. Al-Qasam brigade, the military wing of Hamas, claimed responsibility for an attack in the northern Gaza Strip where one of its fighters threw a grenade at a group of Israeli soldiers east of Jabalia, a refugee camp. The brigades also released footage showing their fighters targeting an Israeli Markava tank in the new camp area north of Nusayrat in the central Gaza Strip. Additionally, they broadcast scenes of an Israeli EVO Max drone being shot down in the same area. So the drone that you have just seen, this is a EVA Max drone. Let's take a look one more time. EVA Max drone. Now, why this is important, why I'm sharing this? Well, it is because sometimes they will fly these drones that are actually sniper drones. The IDF forces, they use drones to kill children. They specifically target civilians with those sniper drones. This is not a sniper drone, this is an intelligence drone. The purpose of this drone is to collect intelligence, footage, videos. But the drone usage by the IDF has multi-purpose. They kill Palestinian citizen who are not fighting them. They use this drone to collect intelligence. They use these drones to really create havoc. I mean, when you see drones, when it's small children, they see Israeli drones I'm talking about, they run away. It creates panic. So this time, the resistance forces, they were able to shoot this Evo Max down. Now, in the past, I have shown you how the resistance forces, they're continuously shooting down other types of drones. If you have been watching my videos, you will know what I mean. They always focus on these drones because drone is as the military analysts say, is the future warfare. It is no longer fighter jets. In the past, when US had all of these fighter jets and the warships and the Navy fleet and all of those things, people were scared of them by looking at them. But all of those things are now obsolete, almost obsolete, because they cost a lot of money, number one, and number two, what a drone can do, a fighter jet cannot. This is why drones are the future of warfare. Now Hamas, they have also launched drone. Sometimes people say the drones are coming to Hamas from entities like Israel itself, because they capture some of the drones from Israel and they try to figure it out how to fly them. Some other people say, military, that Hamas, they have obtained these drones prior to October 7th, before launching the attack, so they knew how to fly it and they had huge stock of them because they understood the importance of the drone. And we have also seen how the Syrian new government, the rebels, when they were taking over lands, Aleppo, Homs, they were using drones to make a good assessment of the situation on the ground of the Assad forces. And military analysts say because of those usage of drones, they were able to capture land so fast. One of the main reasons. Eyewitnesses say in Gaza, say Israel is using sniper drones to shoot Palestinians. It is actually coming on the news. A month ago it happened. And then on December 22nd, we have seen how the drones were actually being used again. And the Gaza, one of the doctors from Gaza, he described how drones were used to kill children. Okay, so again, do you see how often they use it and for what purpose? Evil purpose. Now, Egypt, so Israel, they do not only use these drones only on Gaza and also on West Bank, but they also use these drones in Egypt. They fly into Egyptian airspace to collect information, to get some idea how the Egyptians, they have positioned their soldiers and so on and so forth. So drones are so important for Israel, and they're using it on a regular basis. So footage from downed Israeli drone in Gaza shows Israel's human rights violation. Sometimes when one of the main reasons why the resistance forces will shoot down those drones is because then they can obtain the footage and the videos, and those footage and videos would show the atrocities that they're committing and the human rights violation they're committing, obtained from this footage. So Hamas, they do use those footage from Israeli drones after they shoot them down, sometimes if it is still intact. Now Israel is shooting down a lot of its own drones. That's what Israel does, the Zionist forces, because they do not want those footages to go to the resistance forces. And this report came on May 2nd on the War Zone article, where it says that Israel, once they know that they have obtained those footages, because remember, when drones take footage, they will transfer that to the computer system in Israel. Once IDF has those footages, they will just shoot down the drone. So they're doing it on their own, shooting it down. But sometimes when it falls into the hand of the resistance forces, then they will be able to have the access to those images, footages, and information. Now Hezbollah, they have also used drones, and they have downed Israeli Horms 900 drone. So Hezbollah's part of the strategy of war against Israel is also targeting those drones that Israel is using against them. So again, drones has so many usage for the IDF forces that this is something we cannot ignore when we discuss what is happening in Gaza. This is why I just want to share this with you. Now, there is this new incident after 2 soldiers or IDF forces were killed 2 days ago. I reported on this. Another soldier got killed. Now, this time he caught stealing a plasma screen. So he was trying to steal a TV screen, and he got killed. So take a look at this one. Israeli soldier killed in Gaza after a commander tries to steal plasma screen. So stealing is something that is inbuilt in the Zionist DNA. They are so addicted to stealing and robbing that anything they see, they want to steal. If you see a Zionist next time standing next to you at a grocery shop, make sure your pocket is not getting picked. Make sure that you are protected. Ask people to watch you because the Zionists will take something from you. Just kidding. But Israeli media attributed the death of a number of Israeli occupation soldiers in Gaza to a military commander's desire to seize a house equipped with plasma screens. A Channel 13 correspondent revealed that an internal military investigation found Colonel Army Beaton, commander of the paratroopers brigade, had ordered soldiers to vacate a secure house and search for another location after discovering plasma screens in the house, which he intended to claim for himself. So he said to his commanders, go to other location, leave it to me, I'm gonna be searching this house. And the reason for that is because he found a plasma screen, so he didn't want that to be shared by his fellow soldier. He said, go somewhere else, and so that I can have the plasma screen. Can you believe this? The correspondent added that despite arguments and resistance, the brigade commander insisted that the troops move during daylight hours. This decision exposed the soldiers to Palestinian resistance fire, resulting in the death of one soldier and injuries to others. Later that evening, the brigade commander allegedly attempted to cover up the incident by fabricating a story that the soldiers had been on an offensive mission. Meanwhile, a Channel 13 poll highlighted a significant decline in Israeli public trust in their leadership. We all know that. Nobody trusts the Zionists. Even the Zionists, they hate each other. They don't trust each other. The government received just 22% approval compared to 75% for the military. So government approval or trust is only 22%. Can you believe this? Nobody trusts. In other words, nobody in Israel trusts Netanyahu at all and his government. Yoav Galan, the Zionists, they know their government lie. The Zionists, they know their government is committing genocide. Nevertheless, they're doing really nothing. Can you believe this? Now, obviously, when they travel and if they are being identified as Zionists, especially if they're from the military, they are either denied visa or captured and being prosecuted. And this is what you get when you allow your government and give them a free pass to commit genocide. Now, the military has also lost its credibility. It's only 75%. Can you imagine people that do not trust the military 100%? That is such a disaster and disgrace. But this is something that happens all the time. Now, Israeli soldiers killed in Gaza after commander tries to steal plasma screen. So that was one of the deaths that I just mentioned to you. Then we also have 3 Israeli soldiers killed by IED in northern Gaza. So again, you see a lot of casualties. 3 soldiers killed fighting in northern Gaza. Airstrikes hits Hamas security chief. Then we have Al Jazeera. Israel attacks 2 Gaza hospitals. That's what they do. When they cannot fight real men, they attack Gaza hospitals. They do not let the patients to be treated. How inhuman and animalistic these people are, right? Israeli army says 3 soldiers killed. So this is again coming 2 days ago. Now 17 hours ago, an Israeli soldier who died 417 days after his October 7 wounds has become a symbol of sacrifice. So again, their injured soldiers are dying right now. Some of them are taking their own lives. 1 Israeli soldier killed, another injured in amid Gaza, Lebanon assault. So this is again coming from October 24. Israel media report accuses troops of the indiscriminate killing of Gazan civilians. So again, when you see any death on the part of the Gazan side, these are not military deaths. These are not resistance forces death. These are death of civilians, children and women. But when you see, in contrast, complete contrast, when you see death on the Israeli side, these are all soldiers. So you make your own conclusion as to who is fighting and who is committing a genocide. Now, let's talk about this one. Another hypersonic strike, Ansarullah Palestine to targets Tel Aviv. As I have shown you this picture in Israel, they are now issuing red alert. And the people, according to Israeli media officials, millions of people are hiding underground. It is not from me. It is coming from Herzi Halevi, the chief of IDF forces. He said that because of these Houthi attacks, a lot of our citizens are hiding, they're panicking. The Yemeni armed forces affiliated with the Ansarullah movement launched a hypersonic ballistic missile of the Palestine II type at an Israeli military site in Tel Aviv area. So this is coming after the ballistic missile attack, and I just showed you this footage. So this new missile hypersonic attack comes after this one. In a statement, Sari confirmed that the operation successfully achieved its objectives, emphasizing that the strike was carried out in solidarity with the Palestinian people and their resistance. He noted that it was a response to the massacres committed by Israel in Gaza. Okay, so I'm not going to read the whole thing here, but Houthis, they said that they will continue these military operations. Now, what is happening also is Israel right now, they're so panicking of these missile attacks coming from Yemen. They are now shifting their focus to Houthis. They are now, when we say they're shifting their focus on Houthis, Israel is making Houthis #1 priority. I told you guys why. The reason is because of the distance. From Yemen to Israel, it takes about 1,000 miles, not kilometers. In kilometers could be 1,400 or 15 or 1,600 kilometers. But the distance that is hypersonic, not a hypersonic, I think it's a ballistic missile to travel, is 1,000 miles. So it just shows you how far Yemen is from Israel. So IDF, they're finding it almost impossible to carry out regular strike like they do in Syria. They used to do it in Syria. Now they don't do it. When Assad was in power, every time they will have information that Hezbollah was getting reinforcement, they will bomb Damascus airport in the past. They were doing it on a regular basis. But the Houthis, it is impossible because of the distance. It's too far. And this is why Israel is now prioritizing Houthis' threat. And this is why they're asking UK and US to bring their Navy fleet. We know that USS Harry Truman, I don't know her name, USS Gettysburg is there. All of this fleet, they are in the Red Sea to protect Israel, because for the distance Israel cannot do it themselves because it's too far. But for Houthis, with this kind of hypersonic missile technology and ballistic missile, it's very easy for them. You can just launch one and it will reach, and most of the time it hits its target. A lot of people are saying that it is Russia who is providing these weapons, or at least the technology, to the Houthis to target Israel. But I don't buy that story. I don't ever believe that Russia would want to attack Israel whatsoever. In fact, they have a very good relationship. You can go and search for yourself and see how Putin has always a good relationship with Netanyahu. And now Houthis threaten U.S. Targets in Middle East and amid Israel's Yemen attack. So Houthis, they are saying that we're going to be attacking those U.S. ships, those navies in the Red Sea, and that will continue on. Now Tel Aviv hit by missile fire from Yemen, Israel and Houthis say. So again, this coming just 4 days ago on CNN News, that Tel Aviv was hit by missile coming from Yemen. I also explained my reason why I believe Houthis are launching this kind of attack on Israel and also on US. And I said, guys, it is because the Houthis, they are trying to protect Iran from coming under attack by Israel, especially by US and UK, because the U.S. military analysts, they believe that this is the right time, this is the high time for the United States to destroy Iranian nuclear sites. To protect Iran from any attack, they're now trying to distract U.S. and Israel. As we have seen, they have been actually quite successful, because Israel now, their main priority is not Iran. Looks like for now, at least for now, their main priority is Houthi attack. So that will buy some time for Iran, and meantime, Iran can build that nuclear weapon, because according to military analysts, the only way Iran can save itself right now from an attack is by building a nuclear weapon to defend itself.